Parasite, a film by Bong Joon-ho, text written by Pamela Jahn.
우리 다송이는 완전 예술가 재질인데.
침팬지를 그린 거죠?
자화상이에요.
역시.
그동안 미술쌤도 여러 명 바꿔가면서 해봤는데요.
제가 사람 하나가 휙 하고 떠올랐는데.
잠깐.
There is an old saying that comes to mind when watching Parasite. When you've reached rock bottom, the only way is up. This is certainly true for the loving but run-down family in Bong Joon-ho's latest film, and it is nothing less than mind-blowingly fascinating and deeply unsettling to watch how the Korean master filmmaker manages to get his protagonists up the ladder and back down again. There is, of course, the complex construction of satire and social commentary worked into a smart, devious, and amusing script that is, first and foremost, utterly poignant to its very core. There are also Bong's artistry and craftsmanship, his meticulous attention to structure and style, and his unique sense of pace and tension. However, what ultimately makes this film such a gripping parable of class, status, and injustice is a fact that although initially it may be clear that the only way to go is up, there are so many exquisitely constructed, baffling, and downright hilarious twists and turns built into the plot that one cannot help but sit on the edge of the cinema seat in awe and wonder about the events unfolding on screen. Typically, this puts the reviewer in a precarious position, with critical hands somewhat bound. Every word said might reveal an aspect of the film that is best kept secret from anyone who is yet to engage with it in the cinema. And there is a high risk of the experience being less rewarding for the audience as a result of this. After all, Parasite lives and breathes the art of storytelling by using the power of suspense and tapping into human emotions. It's with this in mind that one should approach the film, and in particular its narrative, which revolves around family patriarch Ki-taek, his wife, adult daughter, and son, as they elegantly delve into an intrigue of lies and deceit that is primarily driven by their poverty-stricken circumstance. What's more, their first encounter with the wealth and luxury that surrounds the life of the entrepreneurial Park family merely builds the foundation of an outrageous plan that, eventually, will help them escape their rancid basement home and occupy the spacious, hyper-modern villa of their rich but naive employers.
부모님 얼굴도 뵙고 좋더라, 건강들 하시고.
일거리가 없으셔도.
네가 내 대신 얘 과외 선생님 좀 해줘라, 영어.
대학생인 척하라는 거야?
구라를 좀 치지 뭐.
넌 이 좋은 실력으로 왜 미대는 맨날 떨어지냐?
아이씨, 죽을래.
저는 이게 위조나 범죄라고 생각하지 않아요.
참으로 시의적절하다. 부자들이 원래 참 잘 속아.
사모님이 뭐랄까.
Moving on from what might otherwise be described as straightforward storytelling, Parasite soon proceeds to create interesting scenarios of exaggeration and contradiction in order to make its point. As with any of Bong's films, it is fueled entirely by the director's imagination, aesthetic, and ingenuity that go far beyond the depiction of a bunch of eccentric characters, and instead lends its keen eye to cinematic tropes such as place and setting, camera movement and framing, a general ambience of uncertainty and, not least, deadpan humor. Even though the film has increasingly dark undertones of social inequality in modern Korea, and the rest of the world for that matter, the main protagonists bring about a sort of melancholy hope for humanity wrapped into a fine shroud of mystery, shrewd charm and outbursts of violence, and accompanied by a brilliant score by Jaeil Jung that adds yet another layer to the rich fabric of the film.
제시카 외동딸 일리노이 시카고 과선배는 김진모 그는 이사촌.
부자인데 착하다니까.
What is perhaps most astonishing about Parasite, however, is the brilliance of architectural finesse and emotional refinement on display in every single shot. Much as the title suggests, it is a film that creeps up on you and almost inconspicuously gets under your skin. Before long, there is no way out of this masterly twisted composition, or, in fact, the wealthy house that, at some point, almost turns the film into a chamber drama as hidden doors, a forgotten basement, and puzzling lighting arrangements slowly but surely reveal their true secrets to the protagonists. From start to finish, Bong skillfully arranges and deranges senses and intellect, always shifting just left or right of the periphery. Every moment of bliss is countered by a crunch of harsh malice, yet the film never loses equilibrium as his characters battle relentlessly on both sides, the rich and the poor, upstairs and downstairs, to come out on top, even when all is long lost.
뭐야, 소독해? 창문 닫아.
나도 봐. 공짜로 집안에 소독도 하고.
Parasite, a film by Bong Joon-ho. Text written by Pamela Jahn.